Hello, welcome back. Today, Formula Creator Season 2 has officially begun. I'm back at Alpine. It's a familiar place in my league history. I've won a league title there, and hoping to win 2 back-to-back titles in this league, probably my final season. But yeah, hoping that we can win Down Under in Australia, my closest to home event. So it will have value. I've never won at Australia, so it will also be a first. Even though I have picked up 40 league race wins as of the end of last season. None of them have been at Australia though. And another stat, I have never won or got pole in the first race of a season. So let's see if we can change that as well, shall we? So yeah, if you are unfamiliar with some of the drivers, let's have a quick peek at the grid. We have Rodrigo Portugal Gaming as Gugu Cosmelli. He's staying in Ferrari as of how last season ended. Tom Gorian, the race winner in the season finale after a bit of strategy went wrong in Sauber and one of the Saubers got a DSQ. He's staying at Ferrari with Owen CFC. He's making a jump from Alpine to Mercedes with L7 Borner. He's Z.Borner off TikTok. He's racing in Aston Martin with Jezza Racing, making a leap from Aston Martin, who were runner-up in the Constructors, to VCarb. Then Elevated Poop, who is Sully on TikTok. He's in Aston Martin alongside Zed Boomer. Then it's Renz. He's staying at Red Bull after almost getting pole in Brazil. He's ended up staying at Red Bull, and he's on his own at the moment. UK Ashton. It's literally the same name as his Discord, TikTok, and probably even YouTube. He's in McLaren for his debut here today. I have made a jump ship from the current reigning Constructors to Alpine, where I started my league race journey. So this is a very sentimental season. You've probably all seen my new helmet as well. Then Tom Otter, he's making a jump from VCarb to the current reigning champion. And then Hayden 4469 is Formula HW on YouTube. He's in McLaren alongside Ashton, both for their debut. 68 Matter. He joined Sauber for the final race of last season after winning in the penultimate race for Haas. He's back at Haas. And then my teammate LA Gaming, or Louis, as he is back alongside me for the 4th time in his league race. Well, for the 4th different season in a league. As you can see, he's on a run. I'm gonna make my way out of the pits though. Make sure I've got an Australian setup on though.
All clear the garage please, cars ready to leave.
Let's see how it goes though. As we are going to be close to seeing who will top quali in this earlier part. I've got quite a bit of fuel on. I'm going to do multiple runs. As I've just let Matt out of the way, who I believe is on a flyer. Don't want to really be risking it too much, as my teammate Louis 118.0, first lap of session, so of course fastest man out there. But yeah, I'm experimenting a new setup. I'm usually on 40-33 wings, but here I'm on 16-23, so I'm really trying to dominate in a straight line. But therefore, I'm not used to how the car handles in corners, so I will not be surprised if I make an error at some point. Owen 116.9. It's a fairly slow lap, I'd say, for the Mercedes. He's been known to challenge for pole in, well, recent races he's participated. For example, Silverstone, I beat him to pole with a very, very late run, which saw me get it by about 2/10 over him. As now, I start my lap. Will Mata go to the top? Yes, yes he will. It's a 16.2 for the Haas. It's a really strong run. And very much putting me under a bit of threat. As reigning champion, just need to keep it strong. And don't make mistakes, and therefore I should be fine. As I've gone off there, I'm going to go back to none on my battery. This setup really feeling uncomfortable. Not able to push at all. Well, heading up to the line to restart a run. It's 9th, so I'm not slowest after a lap basically on none ERS deployment at all. But yeah, there's already gain in the first 2 corners. Purple sector 1, drifting the car through there. I'm going to lose quite a bit of time as repercussion. But it's all about going quick rather than going slow. So, yeah, I'm trying to go as quick as possible. As it's purple middle, half a second clear of Ashton. And finding big amounts of time here. It's currently 1.2 improvement on my 18.7. Hoping to find a bit more time though throughout the final sector of my lap.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
As I really think that is a lackluster time. It's a 17.4 here. As my inability to get pole on season openers continues. As it does seem like form has disappeared. Just unable to get any performance out of the car. Which, I'll be honest, a bit infuriating. A factor about this circuit is these tyres aren't made for multiple runs, so that could be a bit of reason behind it. But anyways, into the pits now. Gonna chuck a set of mediums maybe. Ooh. Or do we just use softs up? Let's see where I'm missing out. About 3/10 set to 1, a 10th in middle, and 9/10 in the final. Yikes.
Okay, mate, our best lap so far, 1:17.4.
You know what?
Engines fired up.
We're gonna go out on old softs again. Try and rub up the tyres a bit more. Really stimulate track evolution here and not go for fastest as such. But yeah, as what's Tom Gorian doing there on the pit exit? A bit of tomfoolery there, as that is definitely dangerous from the Ferrari. I think there is definitely more time, especially in the final sector, and maybe even the middle, because I did have a fairly big snap on my previous run. And yeah, if I'm not improving, I'm not going to see the lap out, and instead just try and back into the pit lane. But let's see if there is any time to be found on these older softs. Yes, it is bad you've gave him a WROR tier 1 setup.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Because it does mean he's going to have a fairly big upper hand. But then, does it settle in with his driving style? Like, I'm quicker with my own setup than I am with, Brendan Lees or Jarno Opmeers. It's because it doesn't suit my driving style. I found time in that middle sector. As I've gone off there into my final sector, so yeah, let's go back into the pits here. Yeah. Yeah. It's not really as much struggle. It's more ties, but then I'm still really good at them. Plus, you can't say I struggle because I've got 5 poles in a row here. Yeah, I'm in 7th and quite a far distance back, but it was a very scruffy first round, backed out, tried again. And controlling wheel setups don't really matter too much. It's part driving style. which, like, most of what makes a setup work is driving style, because you have methods of getting the controller to feel the exact same way as a wheel. I've managed to match them.
Or maybe the front wing isn't producing enough downforce. Okay guys, everyone be aware, the car's ready to go.
I want something like that through there, but when I'm pushing relentlessly, I just can't get the turn. The back end steps out. Well, we've got time to do 2 more laps, so yeah. Let's see whether or not lapped cars do become a pain in the backside. For example, this Aston Martin moves out of the way in the middle of a fucking corner. Which I'm amazed. Look at him weaving. He's like a madman. Come on, that was dangerous, right? Yeah. Pole out the window. Let alone a decent attempt now, because tyres are fucked.
And that's just 30 seconds left in the session.
I didn't push on my outlap, so you telling me I pushed too hard. Yeah, you can say that, but you can't actually tell how a driver pushes and how they don't. Yeah, it may be similar, but I really wasn't pushing on my outlap, as Matt has just set a fastest lap. And it really means I have to find something magical in this final sector. Yeah, it won't be pole. It's going to be close. Whew! 15 thousandths. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Hi, hi, hi. I honestly don't know why. Yeah, I know that. That's why. Well, I was already diverting away. I already told all the admins I was going Alpine. But yeah. Let's do some fuel change. This race is all going to be about whether or not I can get past in the first corner. And now I wonder what would have happened if I didn't get impeded on that run. As Ren's on the softs. I want to see what it is up and down the field. There's also an Aston Martin on them. So is that a 2-stop? Or is that just a very carefully planted 1-stop? Because I didn't use all my softs up. I've still got a set. But I didn't get recommended any softs in my straps. Finn's saying he's... Yeah, I kind of know. The tyre deg ain't the best. It's really there if it's a safety car in like the first lap or the final 2. As there's an Alpine who has stalled it. No, not stalled it. Who's been disqualified from formation laps. Yeah, I know that, Finn. You're talking to me as if you're the expert when... Yeah. Who has more titles? And there you go. Then speak as if it is delayed. That's just an idea, but... also, what's it? You're going to be popping up all over my MFD, so I'm not going to be able to see it most of the race, so if you can try and keep chit chat to minimal, would be much appreciated. You can see distinctly my car's angled to the inside. No, not inside, outside, because I want to cover friends and then maybe even go for matter. And away we go here for the season opener of Formula Creator. I've already gone to the outside. Renz is now on inside. I'm going to hold turn 1 fine. I've already got a warning for corner cutting, where more than anything I've forfeited time. Ren's now trying to hang on outside. And that's a big crash. I'm insanely sorry. I'm just apologising to Renz because it was my corner. That's what you could see when turning in. Also, it's not a too wide corner. Never is a too wide corner. So when I'm ahead, I kind of need to give that squeeze, try and make him back out.
Delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
When it's on entry of corner, if I'm right, it's front view mirror of the car ahead to the car's front right tyre. So yeah, as he was on inside, my rear view mirror was ahead of him. Therefore, should be deemed as safe. Well, should be deemed as racing. An Aston Martin already making the change.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the
As a
greens.
look at how much Matta's gained.
Okay, clear.
Kind of been a bit too careful on the VSC, as Tom Gorian has retired already in this race. Short-lived race. I think it was due to the contact I made with Renz and the Saub on lap 1. As that kind of all just spiralled out onto the
Battery charge is high.
racetrack.
Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
As now, yeah, just try and keep up with Matta. Hope he burns up tyres a bit better than me. And try and be racy. As there's a long way to go.
That was the fastest lap
As
of the
I've
race.
set
Keep
fastest
it up.
lap.
Well done.
But they will all go quicker behind, because they've had a bit more racetrack to set a time on.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
Purple sector 1. Car feels good, and you can tell based off how close I am from Matta that I am quick on the mediums. I tend to be quick on the mediums than almost everyone else, and then same with hards. It's just the softs where it doesn't click as much, but then also quali kind of showed there's potential. As with this race, got to carefully carve out the overtake. Can't do it too early in the lap because there'll be more DRS zones in the latter stages. Really want to be ahead for this sector. But yeah, he just gets so much more grip out of the final slow speed corner. Stops me from really doing much into turn 1. And then turn 2 I just lure myself back in with DRS up into turn 3, still getting close but not quite there yet. As I've brazed the wall, you can see the rear tyres being set alight really. As I've got to try and make it to lap 13 now, with tyre damage. So there's going to be a lot of nurturing. I'm not going to be surprised if Matta does pull away. There's a yellow flag for, I believe that's Jezza in the V-carb. Yeah, out of DRS, 0 rear grip. It's insane.
Virtual
VSC.
safety car, virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
They're all thinking about cheap stops. I'm not thinking about them as much. Maybe around lap 8. But now, too early. Far too early.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
As this is where I choose to run. VSC has ended. Tom and Rodrigo have both got drive-throughs here. That's me protected for now. And one thing I can state is every time I finished second in a season opener, I've gone on to win that title. But then I've never won a season opener. So that's not too difficult to say. Or at least I've won one title that season. CRL F2 season 2 of it, which is season 3 overall. I ended up going second in both sprint and main race. Then went on to win the Constructors in CRL F2 season 1. It was second in the sprint race.
Okay, be careful. We think you're going to
And then
start
fourth in
losing
the
some
main
tire
race and
grip
then won
anytime
both
now.
titles. But yeah, this Alpine, zero grip now. Nicest way to put it, tyres are gone. Especially the rears, they've been lit alight here. As both the Sauber and Ferrari serve their drive-throughs. Oh, and out there on a set of hards. As Louis has pitted, I think he may have got a drive-through. Just really hoping for VSC or safety car. That's going to be like saving grace in this race now. As I'd like to say I'm matching Matt a bit here, but then this is where I lose all the time in a lap. Get no grip there, little grip here. That's just where the wheel has a lot more grip. As I've brazed that rear wall again. Even more danger now. I'm pretty sure Tom's on a 2-stop here. He's on mediums, no way that's going to the end. And actually no, he served the drive-through. But yeah, you can just see car steps out there. As there's been a crash. It was Red Bull. Can't lie, I was hoping for a VSC. Allows me to get the mediums off. Renz has retired, and it's a safety car. What timing! Absolute loving life now.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap. Okay, overtake the safety car. You may overtake the safety car. It's waiting to pick up the...
And that's really going to swando in a bit. As everyone but him basically gets a free stop now.
Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Cars just snapped there. Absolute insane. Well, pit stop time. Best way to put it.
Okay, let's go now. Come on. Perfect.
As I came out just behind an Aston. Matter has been given a saving grace here, but Elevated Poop has had a moment, and I've overtaken on the pit exit. Owen's not pitted. So yeah, he guarantees he's going to be on mediums and going to have to try and go a while. He'll be quicker for 5 or so laps. Then it'll be the hards till the end, so he'll have to make it last. As I'm going to have to try and find a way past Matter here. Rear-ended there by the Aston. I'm going to tell Mark to shut up, because I just want to have full focus in the final stage of this race. As V-Cub's in pit. That Aston keeps hitting me. That Aston's coming into each corner with so much speed. He's insanely dangerous. Both of them are. Because it was the other one who impeded me in turn 6-7 in quali. And now he's ramming me on the safety car. When I'm right behind one of my title rivals. As yeah, this is going to be a long season. Guarantee you that. But every point matters. And we can't really be affording these hiccups. Where another driver steps in and intervenes. For the sake of Owen and Tom, that's coming. Because on the restart, elevated poop is going to be in between us. As the Aston keeps ramming. Keeps ramming. Gonna need lightning reactions here. As he's caught me off, and there's a big crash. Ashton's gone round. Yellow flags, he's retired. As there's the fucking lapped car going down the inside into the first corner. And that's really gave the upper hand to Mata here. And that's track limits. That's strike 2. As I'm desperately trying to get back in DRS range now. Because I've lost a good second because of an Aston lobbing it into turn 1. Which, honestly, is insane. And because Ashton's retired on track via manual, because he has moved from where he crashed, it will be a race ban for him. The curb launching me to Mars. And that's third warning. For fuck's sake. Could report turn 1. It's paining me every single time. Fastest lap. Just gonna wait behind Mata. Know that my time to overtake isn't there. And probably here. And now let's see how long we defend. Because here, whoever's ahead is the slowest. It's just going to be that cycle. As its fastest lap, but look at Mata just homing himself in there. DRS is such a help here. Makes it almost impossible to pull away. So yeah, a lap will have to be something special if I want to. As Mata's done the exact same thing I've done in order to overtake again. Oh my god. Ah, dearie me. Only gets worse, don't it? I need that Sauber to hang on with them. Because now I'm just so much quicker in that high speed section. I'm back in. And if I can cut my way through the field, could be promise. As that's clear corner cutting. I got a warning for that, so should he. Oh yeah. Owens dropped off from Mata and into the pits he goes. Oh, caught me off guard there a bit. As Tom has picked up DRS from him, that cheeky bugger, but yeah. And again, for fuck's sake, hate track limits here. Because I've done that line so many times. as I've just dropped the ball into Tom. I've got 10 seconds. Huh? I was a literal... We were both passengers there. I had no control of car. Okay, whatever. Literally spun the car. And it's 10 seconds. Well, it's a fight over P2 now. And I won't be surprised if Owen catches. I'm gonna lose this place due to the wing damage. But he's gone off. I've got no turning. Absolute no turning. Car is fucked. Louis pitting again. And now I'm really just going to try and keep Tom out of DRS range. Because by doing that, surely Owen won't catch. Oh yeah, let's at least try and get 3 seconds on Tom Otter. Matter's actually lapping 2 cars at the moment, yet still just powering through them, as these hards hanging on quite nicely, and I'm still matching Tom's pace. Actually about 2 tenths quicker a lap than Tom's pace, so yeah, if we can do this till the end, surely we'll be outside 3 seconds. Because that incident there, where I spun and he hit me, not my fault. Like, can't control the car when it's in a spin. Yes, it was unfortunate, it was right on racing line, but that happened to him with me. Last season opener, he spun onto me and he didn't get a pen. So, why should I? That's a bit questionable from the game. If Matter drops the ball and spins, it wins on cards. But Matter, it's his 3rd league race, he's really quick already. He won on his debut. He came 2nd until a DSQ struck him in his 2nd race. Now 1st full season. He's currently driving like he's a veteran, which I really give credit to him for. Because he's not made a single mistake. When I overtook him, he stayed composed and overtook me a lap later. When Owen overtook him, he again stayed composed and done the same thing a lap later. He's just showing he's able to win titles. And I'm not going to be surprised if he does so this season. At least win the drivers. Maybe even just the constructors. Like, he deserves it. He's a hella talented driver. And for a defending champion, mistakes like those aren't going to be what gets you a title. So yeah. It was a bittersweet championship win in Brazil a week ago. It's a very downbeat season opener with numerous incidents that are rookie things, really. 3 seconds for track limits, also rookie. Yeah. And Tom is starting to lean himself back a bit and push back into 3 seconds, so I may need to get a wiggle on. Because in order to get P2, I think I need them 3 seconds. The 10 surely is going to get revoked. Yeah, don't know. Pace just really hasn't been there. Like, qualifying, I was 1.2 off entering my final run. Lucky to get it that close, even being impeded in my first lap of the 2. And currently, Tom is not dropping off. More than anything, he's gaining. As I'm braking earlier, trying to save the tyres and see it to the end. And I'll be honest, I'm probably less concerned about P2 now. I'm more concerned about P4. Because Owen is catching still quite quickly. He could possibly be fighting Tom come the final lap. And if so, I will definitely need to be out of 3 seconds of him. Because Owen's going to make very easy moves. Penultimate lap now, 2 seconds between me and Tom. He's really stepped up his game in the final few laps, and I've really gone a step back. So I say they're skyrocketed. Yeah. I've really lost it now. Jezza says PS4 just spontaneously turned off on him, as I've just gained a massive chunk there. As is there still a chance for P2? Final lap, let's give it all. Because there's still a P2 on the cards. I think that's enough. Really found time.
Nice one. Very lovely drive. On to the next one.
Just down here. I'm gonna burn it. It's going to be P4 post-race, but with my 10 seconds appealed, should be podium, and it should be P2. As Mata has won. That is a champions worthy drive from the Portuguese in the Haas. Absolute masterclass by the Haas. Left in his own league, really. And I'll be honest, I'll give all credit to him. If there's drives like that by numerous drivers all season, we could see a very tight title fight. As there's my teammate. P7, it will be P6 after a... No, not a P6, it will be a P7. I was going to say after Borna disconnected, but that was elevated poop. Louis will come over the line and actually get promoted to P6 due to post-race pens for Borna. But yeah, Mata, race winner. Fair play to him. Fair play, indeed. I think there was so much better driving out of him. But yeah, there's your final results. It was a very good race, I'd say. Had all things in which could deserve a title. As there's just a recap of incidents, there's so many here. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.